Hey, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to create one Tableau dashboard. It is going to be a mini capstone project where I will create a Tableau dashboard absolute from the scratch. So I have opened the Kaggle website and here I do see a list of data set. So I'm gonna select the customer purchasing behavior dataset in particular in this particular project. So I'll quickly see what this dataset contains. So we have a dataset. Okay, let's see what are the different columns. So we have the user id, age. Okay, so look like only two column. Okay, so we have user id, age. Here we have the annual income, then purchase amount, loyalty score, region, purchase. So we have around 7 different columns over here. Okay, so in this data set includes information of the customer profile and their purchasing behavior. The data set features column like user id, age, annual income, purchase amount, loyalty score categorized into classes. Region, purchase frequency is the intended for the analyzing customer segmentation and loyalty trends. This can be used to various machine learning and data analysis tasks related to customer behavior and market search. So the data are imaginary data. Okay, so this data is just imaginary data. So I'll quickly download this. I'll see if we have a good amount of data to develop our dashboard. If this is not good in the volume, then probably we will have to look for the another data set, to be honest. So let me quickly sign in to the Kaggle first in order to download this data set. So I'll be able to download it. All right, so let's click on the code and see what other different codes has been developed on this particular. So look like this one is good. So let's see, I mean, what exactly this is. So imported panda, analyze the data, see the age and loyalty score with reference to age, annual income, loyalty score, then purchase amount with the loyalty score, and the loyalty score with the loyalty score, then region with reference to loyalty code, loyalty score. Then we have the region wise bar chart for the loyalty score and all. Okay, all right, so we have good 3 to 4 things that we can try to visual, I mean, we can create the visualization for this data set. So let's begin on this particular. Let me go and let me reopen the data, I mean download the data set first over here. So I'll download. Data source is downloaded in the zip file. So let me try to open this. On the different screen, let me unzip. Okay, so it is unzipped now. All right, so I'll quickly cut this data from here and let's go to our Tableau folder. I'll copy and paste the Tableau file. In Tableau project we have the customer purchase. So for now I'll keep for here only. All right, so now we have the Tableau desktop application, and in the Microsoft Excel I'll select the Microsoft Excel file. Then here we have a Tableau project, all file, customer purchasing data. So it is a CSV file. So let's see if this opens, or we will go with the text option later. So this is going to be very quick dashboard based on the data set that available, and in the later part or the later stage, we will try to bring some good data sources with some additional columns with additional information, so that we can also develop some complex calculation and visual and some tricky calculations in the Tableau. So here data sets looks very straightforward. It is not very complicated. We have user id, age, annual income, purchase amount, loyalty score, region, and purchase history, right? So let's start with our exploration on the visual side. So here we have the user id, so and we have the age. So first we will try to group the age and see for which particular age group we have total count of user ids. So let's see, to understand the first visual. All right, so here we have the age and we have the user id, right? So this is totally good. Now we will have to create a grouping on age. if you see if you see this age, let me drag this to row. Not like this. Give me a second. Let me drop the user id over here. So we have a user id, and if I drag the age in the text, so we have the age for each user id. Let me cross check if it is correct. One, for user id 1 we have age 25, user id 2 we have age 34. So yes, we do have this. So what we are going to do, we will create a group on age. So group in the sense, let me create a calculated field. Okay, age group. All right, if age is between, or let's say if age, let's say age is greater than 25. If age is, let's say age is less than 25, let's consider age is less than 25, then teen, let's say teen, else if age is greater than 25 and age age is greater than 25 and age is less than 30, then let's say youngsters, this is going to be youngster, youngsters. So age, all right, if else old. Let's say let's categorize the person who is greater than 30 is counted as old one, old age. Okay, so hope this is good categorization, so we can apply. I mean, we are just trying to create a grouping on the age. Okay, so later we can also see like how we can make it more perfect. So let's drag it over here and see. All right, so if age is greater than 25 or less than 25, it is teen. This is correct. Youngsters, correct. But something wrong with the old age, right? If I create a group on old age, so see, this 25 is counted in the old age. That is weird. That is pretty weird. So let me see what is going wrong. Edit. So age is a less than 25, then teen. If age is greater than 25 and less than 30, then youngsters. So old age, something is going to wrong or equal to teen. Let me apply this. 34. All right, now I think the condition is properly matching. All right, so let me create edit filter, and for the teen, if I see teen, it's these guys are teen. Youngsters, if I apply youngsters, so these all are youngsters which who are lying between the 25 to 30, and old age, if I click on old age, these guys are above 30. So looks good. I think we are fine on this. We are okay. All right, so here we are good. Right now our next thing is we have to create a chart now, right? So I'll put the age group on the column, and here we go. We have 3 categories now with us, and I will put down the count of user ID in the rows, or if I make it a continuous, and measure would be count. So that's what we are able to create the visual first. This is our first visualization, and if I drag this count of user ID on the label, so this chart clearly tells us 187 guys out of this data are old age, who are basically more than 30-year-old. Teenagers only 18, and the youngsters are only 33. So let's make it on the level of percentage also. So we can do what we can do. We can quickly go here and quick table calculation and say percent of total. So if hit percent of total, and let's make this visual in the middle of the chart, and let's make it a bit bold and hit apply. So this gives us a more clear information of the users. So 78% are old age, 7.56% are teenage, and 13.87% are youngsters. So this is how we are able to see. Now again we can include the total count also like this, so this will give a very good understanding of how it look like, right? All right, so let's go back to our data set. Let's make it like users over the edges, users over the edges. Let's see, in the data source we have the loyalty. So loyalty is 4.578, 3.5. Okay, so look like this is a score. So let's see what exactly this refers to. So the loyalty score, customer loyalty score, is the value between 0 and 100. Okay, so segmentation and loyalty rates can be used to various machine learning algorithm. Okay, so loyalty in the sense, if the customer have more loyalty, his score will be high, correct? So let's try to explore this part now, and also we can see what chart the other guy had created on the loyalty. So loyalty versus age, this is a line graph which is showing the 30 age guys have low loyalty, 40 age have somewhat high, and around 50 age, 50 plus age is 50. All right, we can also adjust that in our here. So what we can do, in the age group here, instead of 25 we can make it 30, and here let's say 30 and 40 are youngsters. Youngsters lies between 30 and 40, just for example we are doing. So let's make it, yeah, it looks kind of better now. Okay, okay, all right. So let's see how the loyalty is spread across the different ages. So we have the age with us. Let's create a duplicate of age and make it a discrete and make it on a column, so we get all the ages. Now we have the loyalty score. If I drag on the row, so here I get a kind of a bar chart of loyalty. So loyalty score is 46. So what exactly happening, it is basically aggregating the loyalty of the people who is 24-year-old. That is how it look like. And for 35, loyalty is going down, it's 6.2 on an average. So we should create instead of sum, as Tableau do a by default sum aggregation, so we can do the average. So that will make us a more clarity. And if we make this bar chart to the line chart, would be more visually appealing, right? So across, as the age is going up, the loyalty is increasing. The basic reason behind this is over the time you purchase many things, right? So loyalty is not gonna fall. It will only going to fall if you stop purchasing, and but it will not make that much impact in the future. Again, if you start purchasing, your loyalty score will be go up with time. For example, here see, for 22 to 23 loyalty is increased, and for 24 age to 25 loyalty has a kind of spike over here, because this generation between 24 to 25 prefer to do online shopping more aggressively compared to 22 and 23-year-old guys, right? But after that we see a certain fall in the loyalty between 25 to 26, 27, and then it's again gradually going up. Okay, so again between 33 to 34-year-old guys are aggressively active, and similarly 40 to 42-year-old guys are aggressively active. I mean, this is as per data set, but if even if it is real one, it should be somewhat same, but it won't come drastically down, right? It is again following a certain trend. So overall it's a trend up. If we would had a date field, we would have explored over the time also, but unfortunately we have limited data source, so we can only do it on the age wise, right? So all right, so this is how we can make it. Now interesting part, we can make it on the region level. So we have region. If we drag this region on the color mask like this, so you see we have huge regions over here. All right, so what we can do, we can again make the we can make the region on the level of users. So here I think it has aggregated those things. So let's make the user id out, region out. So we have, if I make a region fill in column or in the row, how it look like, it will again divide the things into small charts, and that this is something we don't really want. So if I make it on color, it is showing this. So let me pull this out and apply the filter on the region. So let's see, if I have the east, I just want to see how the data look like. If I hit on apply, okay, so we have these. For the north, hit apply, this is a different region. For the south, again we have a different trend. Overall it is up, but we want to see all the region in the single visual with a different color of the region, right? So let's see how we can make it. We actually can make it if we simply drag this region on the color, but it is showing me a very weird combination, which is not as per the expectation. Okay, so let's do it with different way. All right, so the reason why this is happening, because we have the age as a discrete, so we can make this to continuous like this, and here we go. This is how the distribution or the trend with reference to each region, right? If you click on the in the color palette of the region, you can actually see the trend of each region. So it's up only. So this is how you can see. Even if you can make it like on the level of area, where you can see the area wise, but this visual doesn't look so nice. So better we can make it like this, or we can pull out the region out, and let's apply the filter on the region, select all, and let user to decide which region he want to look for. And simply we can use this drop down with the multiple values like this, and you can enable the labels also, but not necessarily. You can say min or max or more highlighted, so that will make more sense. Like this, you can make highlighting like this. So all right, so this was our trend or loyalty over the age, so this is how we had calculated it. Our next visual is going to be, for that we have to look for the data set. So we have the purchase amount and the annual income. So let's play around with it. So what we can do, we can create a visual on the age group whose annual income and the purchase amount. So let's make it like a purchase amount of over the age range, so that way it will give us a more more clarity. Like, so let's say we drag the age group on the column and annual income, then we can see the annual income should be average annual income, because we are making for every aged. Okay, all right. So comparatively, teenagers has a lesser income compared to the uh, youngsters and old age. So let's make it visible. Okay, so this is how the annual income is there. It's I believe this is a dollar amount. Okay, so on an average, the people between about a 40-year-old has a decent annual income. People between 20 to 30 is around $40,000, and above 30 has a $54,000 average annual income. All right, and we can make a loyalty score as a trend line over here. So that's where that will give a kind of line graph for loyalty, which will make more sense. And if we make this loyalty as a line graph, and let's make this as a dual axis, and annual income is going to be bar chart. So what this particular visual is telling us, average loyalty of the teenagers is 4, it's very low. However, average loyalty of the old age is very high compared to the youngsters based on the annual income. So we can assume that if the person has a more income coming in, they are spending more amount on online purchasing. So we can make it a bit better like this, so it will look good, and let's make it a bold. So this is another bar chart with some additional details where we can see loyalty and the total purchase, average purchase with reference to the age group. So let's make it as an interview, so it won't create any issues. All right, so this is how we can calculate. We don't need age group necessarily here. So all right, so here is the income over age and loyalty. All right, our third chart is done. So let's jump on the next one. So let's see what that user has created. Now loyalty score versus income. So again, this is again showing the same thing that we just created, but this is over the income, the loyalty, how the loyalties varies over the income. So let's make that one also. So let's say loyalty over the income. Okay, so we can plot the annual income again in the column and loyalty score in the row. So this is creating a scatter plot, right? The reason behind this is, if you make it a discrete, it is returning the sum of the loyalty, which is not, I mean, we are not going to do that, right? So this is why this is showing. If I tag the user IDs on the detail, so this will show me the kind of dots right here. So this dot is telling me, like, if the income is low, loyalty is low. If the income is high, loyalty is taking up, and if income is very high, loyalty is very high. And if I plot the region on the color, so you can actually see the region wise distribution. All right, so probably in the south region loyalty is kind of high in the waste basis. Yeah, so this is how you can create attractive scatter plot. Or if you want to make it line, you can make a line, but this one we already created. So let's make this as a kind of scatter plot, like this, like this, like this. Yeah, this looks better. And even we can adjust the axis, and let's say we can tell them, hey, start with 25k. So let's make fixed. This is automatic, and 25000. So all right, so yeah, done. Now this looks better now. All right, so this is a scatter plot for loyalty. Hope this makes more sense, because the northern guys has a decent income, which is lies between 40k to 70 or 65, between 65 to 70k. It gives better insights. Okay, so let's see what the next we can create. Okay, we don't necessarily need it. Loyalty score for the region is already created. This is loyalty score versus the region. This is a bar chart. We already created a bar chart for the age, but now we are going to do it for the region. So let's plot the region on the column, and then loyalty score on the row, and make this as average loyalty score. Look like the West people has a very better loyalty score. That really makes sense, because in the scatter plot we see, if we hit on a West, has most of the people are residing in the West compared to the as considering the annual income, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. And the title, I'll just copy the title, because okay, this is going to be loyalty score on over the region. Okay, loyalty over the region. In fact, what we can do, we can make it a little bit better. And if we make this as a area chart, and just flip the score and pull out the user, I mean the this region out of it, user id, and make it a user id as a count, and then plot the region in the it. We can, I mean, we can play around with it. This will definitely show some additional things. So what this is showing me, if we have very high users, more than 6, we have 5.4 as a loyalty score. But this is not we are looking for, something we are looking for. So let's undo all this thing, because yeah, so this is what we wanted. And we can plot the annual income as a second scale over here, and let's make it the average, and the let's make this average to square, and let's somewhat smaller size, and let's make the border as a white. Let's make this dual axis like this, and let's make this loyalty to bar chart like this. Awesome. So what this chart is telling us is average score of the regions across the region, average loyalty score across the region, and this is the average annual income of the region. Okay, so this was gender wise, and this is region wise. Let's make the text enable so it will be a more clear. Make it a bold and automatic. Let's make it like this. Let's make it on the middle so it will look good. Even if we make the text or this text, okay, that is fine. I mean, if you are good with it's completely fine, completely fine. Yeah, let's make it as an entire view. It will look good. So all right, I think we are fine, we are good till this point. We have 1 2 3 4 and 5 sheets. So let's create a dashboard and rest customer purchasing data. So customer purchasing dashboard. So let's make the dashboard title enable. Show title here, customer purchasing dashboard report apply. Let's make this automatic, or instead of automatic, let's make it as a A4 landscape. So let's draw the vertical container and horizontal container at the bottom side. Okay, so we have first age, then we have the brand like this, then we have loyalty over income and region. I'll make this floating region, make these floating. And the last graph of this. So I think we are fine with it. Let's drag this to upper side so it would be more adjustable. So we can apply this filter on the region, and we can adjust these filters at upper side. This all everything we can make it on upper side only, so we don't necessarily need this particular one. All right, so I think we are good on this point. Let's make this region as a float. Let's drag one blank box over here so we can adjust the region. In fact, not here. Even if we add it somewhere here, okay, that is fine. I mean, as far as we don't have many filters, we can make it like this. Let's create some cosmetic effects. All right, All right, chart is looking good now. Let's make it 10 and bold. User versus edges. Let's make this a size 10 and bold. Let's make this size 10 and bold. Let's make this size 10 and a bold. Let's make this size 10 and bold. All right, so our final dashboard is ready, and this is how this look like. This is showing overall understanding of the customer purchasing history. We have developed a bar chart for the each age. We created a group for the age range and see how the users are placed or distributed across the age. Second graph is showing us the loyalty over the age. Third is showing us the loyalty over the region, like for which region we have a very better loyalty. Okay, the fourth graph, this is giving us a kind of more granularity where we can see age wise loyalty and based on their annual income. Okay, so if annual income is high, of course the age is high for the most of the person or users who has better annual income. So it is showing that information. And our last is showing more granular things across the region. We can see the income of the people and the loyalty. So west region is a more popular for the highest loyalty. However, the north has a medium level loyalty, and east has some the lowest loyalty compared to the all other regions. So it is, in fact, this is just based on the data we have. So I really don't mind like what is wrong with the other region. So yeah, this is how you can create a Tableau dashboard. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up button, share your thoughts in comment section, and in upcoming videos, like I'm going to create some more complex calculation visualizations, and I'll try to explore as many things as I can, though we are restricted here just because of our data set is not so hi-fi. It is just a very basic data. If we would have the time data or time as a column, we would have done some time series analysis, so it would have created many other detailed insights on the dashboard. So that's fine, it's all up to the data. So hope you like this video. Hit a thumbs up button, share your thoughts in comment section, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So till then, see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.